Hello, everyone. And today we are here with George. And George is an actor, and we'll be talking about pronunciation. Hi, George.
Hey Liana, and hello everyone. So I'm doing another webinar on English pronunciation, hopefully going into a bit more detail about a smaller number of subjects. So yeah, it was a bit of a broad overview before, but we're going to hone in and we're going to focus on some really specific features of pronunciation and work with some exercises to try and hear the sounds, to try and find some tricks to make the right sounds, and how to motivate you to carry on practicing as part of your regular English learning.
Sounds exciting. I have a few questions about, like, in general pronunciation. So why do you think some people are kind of better than others with pronunciation? Like, for example, as I told you before, my husband is a musician. And when he tries to speak Russian, he will kind of listen, ask me to repeat many times. And then he just says it almost with no accent, and though other people will try to repeat the same words and they just struggle. What do you think is there?
Oh, so the relationship between sound and speech is so close. And I think the musician thing is really interesting because you get used to hearing something and then repeating it. And it's that process of taking something into your body and then giving it back into the world as well, which sounds a bit sort of, kooky and abstract. But I think it's really true. So yeah, people who have been exposed to lots of music or other languages from a really young age, they tend to have quite a knack for it, for accents and things like that.
Okay, so what other people should do who are not so lucky and also not so gifted in music? Is there a way for them to improve their pronunciation?
Yeah, yeah. So there isn't any reason to give up hope. There are tips and tricks that you can use to kind of teach yourself how to make the sounds before you can hear what they are. And when you're making those sounds, you can learn how they sound as well. So when I was learning French, I couldn't make this one sound. My teacher, she realized I couldn't hear the sound. So her tip was to make the shape of the oo sound with the mouth, but then think I'm going to make the e sound. So I'm sending the sound forward and to the sides simultaneously, and that results in this une sound, which now I can hear because I've learned it and I've done it and I can say it. So it's things like that that can sort of bypass this sort of conscious awareness.
Oh, that's interesting. So, what makes the sound is, I guess, there are shape of your lips, shape of your tongue, how you position. What else can be there positioned to make it?
Yeah, so with vowels, it's so much the tongue. The tongue does so much of the work. The lips as well, as you say, and also the position of the jaw. Is it open? Is it closed? With the tongue, is it high up at the back of the mouth or is it flat down at the bottom? The lips, are they like tight and a little o or an oo, or are they open like an ah? Is it going sideways? Is it coming forwards? And we have this thing called point of placement as well, where you kind of think of a place in the mouth where all of the sound sort of revolves around. And this is quite useful for learning different accents because every accent has a different point of placement. So yeah, it's
Okay, as an actor in your kind of industry, in your experience, I mean, when you are a native speaker, but you still need, let's say, to make another accent. How does this happen? Or some people need to get rid of their accents. What happens not in the world of English learners, but in the world of acting?
yeah, it's a huge industry. I mean, yeah, I had a teacher who was specifically just there for accents when I was at drama school, and one of her best pieces of advice, I think, was if you're trying to learn an accent, it's like if you're trying to learn a language, you find someone who has that accent and you go for a drink with them, you offer to buy them a drink, you're like, hey, can we just have a chat so I can hear how you talk, so I can hear how quickly you have thoughts and how quickly you express them, what are the different sounds that you're making, and then I can ask you, what is that sound, so I can hear it and I can try it, and then they can tell you. They're the best judge because they know exactly how you should be sounding, and they can be like, yes, no, or you're getting there. So Yeah.
All of my students should get you a drink and you can teach us how to sound better, softer.
Yeah. After that many, I'm not sure how good a teacher I would be.
No, I'm sure. Because normally when we learn English, especially in Russia, people read and write so much that, as you said, like go for a drink and listen to someone. But even if it's not in person, go and listen on YouTube or the videos that we create. It's like, I think people don't listen enough, and then half of the problems can be eliminated if they just start listening more. But apart from listening, what else there were you doing at your drama school? Or
We do a lot of vocal warm-ups, so it's like exercising the muscles of the face. So it's like if you go to the gym or if you do yoga, you learn all these different stretches and positions and exercises to try and strengthen different parts of the face. So yeah, your cheek muscles and your jaw muscles and your tongue, stretching them out, working them out. Yeah, it sounds ridiculous. Sometimes just relaxing them as well. Like relaxing the base of the tongue is a huge thing because we always have tension there. So yeah, if your tongue is relaxed, then it's more agile. It can, extend and flex to more places. So yeah, you can have a broader range of different sounds.
can you show us something?
Yeah. All right, let's we have one that's quite fun to do in a circle. You kind of you smile at everyone in the circle, and you're looking around and you're smiling. And as soon as you make eye contact with someone, then you blow them a kiss, and then you carry on looking around the circle, and you're smiling. And obviously, when you smile, you fake a smile. It forces a smile. You end up smiling genuinely. So you're just looking around and you're making eye contact with everyone, and it's ridiculous. And then so it's kind of, just getting you to stretch it out wide and then squeeze it in tight
What
as well.
kind of sounds in English can be helped with this smile?
So E is the main sort of broad mouth smiling vowel sound. E, we. So yeah, that's like, the most extreme. But then coming in, ooh, also. But, if you can extend to the extremities, then that will help all of the other sounds in between as well.
I see. In Russia, women tend to look after how they look a lot, and it matters a lot, especially for women. And in Russia, it's super popular, all kind of face lifting exercises, how to get rid of wrinkles. And they are doing similar things to what you've just showed, but with the other outcome to make your face look younger for longer. So it makes me think, I guess your webinar will help as well to get rid of wrinkles and to make your face more full of life. So you look.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, if that's an added benefit, then I mean that I'm chuffed. That's great for me because I've been doing these for ages. So
Yeah. You'll be fine. Sounds promising and exciting that something first can be done and also can be done in such a fine manner. So many people were asking in terms of their level. If they're not super advanced, will they still be able to join your webinar, or will they struggle?
well, I think we'll be breaking it down into really basic components. So each individual phoneme, to use the technical term, is just one vowel sound. It's like an U or an A or an or a longer one like an O or an E. And maybe you can't hear the differences between all these at the moment, but they're simple. And we'll be going through them really slowly, like I say, just doing like a very little section, but in a lot of detail, and just trying to make it really, really fun and really easy to engage with, and just through exercises and through repetition.
Sounds cool. I feel very happy for my students, and I'm very proud of the fact that we were able to present, to offer this opportunity. So thank you very much. See you on the 14th of January, and I'm sure it will be super helpful.
Yeah, I can't wait. See you there.